Right now in our online store, shop.theladygang.com, we're offering 20% off with our code LADY. We're offering so many things this holiday season, perfect for gift giving, wearing to your holiday parties, or just for you. Whether it be a luxe velvet wrap dress that was based off our best-selling wrap dress from Express, or it is our sexy mature sweater dress that really looks incredible on all body types, to our pen sets, journals, hats, signed books, and even the iconic Swacket. Everything is 20% off right now. Use our promo code LADY to shop now. Shop.theladygang.com. And every time you shop, we donate a menstrual cup with our partner Salt to a woman in need, so you can feel good and get something cute for you. Do amazing with Total Wireless. Get an unlimited talk, text, and data plan for $25 per month. 1 gig at high speed, then 2G. Total Wireless. Do amazing. A month equals 30 days. Terms and conditions at totalwireless.com.
So the holidays are in full swing. We're either gathering for tasty snacks, we're hosting at our house, whatever we're doing, we're gathering. And what we love about gathering is Chinet. We love this brand so much. They have so many great products. I've been using them for years, and I was just recently at my sister's house, and almost every Friday night she has a Pizza Friday, and it is always placed on a lovely Chinet plate. They have the Chinet Classic, which is durable, no bends or leaks, microwave safe, big game changer, and made with at least 80% recycled materials. They have the Chinet Crystal. This could be great for your holiday gatherings because it's elegant. They have a unique swirl design, but it will not shatter, and made in the USA with the exception of cutlery and wine glasses. And the Chinet Comfort, the built-in sleeve that keeps drinks hot and hands very happy. Snap-on lid, 12 ounce or 16 ounce, whatever size you need, and made in the USA. So go check out this brand and have them do your holidays with you. Visit mychinet.com to find out more. mychinet.com to find out more.
Well, what is this?
Welcome to the Lady Gang.
That's amazing. Say that again.
The Lady Gang.
Things are about to change around here.
Each week we catch up with Hollywood's hottest girl posse. Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lady Gang. I am Becca Tobin here with Jack Vanek and Kelty Knight.
Good day.
Good day.
We are together.
We are together.
We got the old recording equipment.
Hopefully it sounds okay.
The headset.
Who knows?
I think it sounds pretty good.
It sounds good to you, but
yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, now I'm freaking out about it. Thanks for saying that.
Lovely
it
listeners.
Fine. Yeah, I think it sounds good. You're in the green. Everything's good. I honestly, yesterday I was trying to set this up, all the equipment, and it's been so long since we used this kind of equipment because we've been not together that I had to call Jared and was like having a meltdown because I couldn't hear anyway, he was so lovely. He helped me find the cord. I put this cord in my upstairs cord box. It wasn't in the Lady Gang cord box, so I had to find, this is riveting.
Your
I know.
cords are really a mess. We dealt with this last time.
We also have tried to take this recording equipment with us multiple times on multiple trips and have never figured it out because Kelty was missing a massive part of it.
A massive part of it.
So we're back and in action.
It's really, really funny. And my cords are detrimental to my life. I was actually in New York and I had to do a Zoom, and my computer, the Wi-Fi was so bad I couldn't get on my computer, so I had to get on, and I'm like live with these people on the Zoom. I had to get on my phone, but then I had like the phone, like I had the wired headphones, and like there's a big globule of like cord right in front of my face, and Jody, my partner, took a screenshot of it, and she's like, this is you in a fucking nutshell. She's like, doing business.
A mess.
Yeah, a mess.
Cords everywhere.
I just want to point something out. Kelty's currently sitting in front of a schedule for our day, and I got on a plane this morning at 6:30, and I landed, didn't even get to really freshen up because we had an interview like an hour before this.
Yeah.
I just would like to point out something to you that we're actually ahead of schedule. So when you were just bitching at me and Jack that we needed to start, it would have been a nice time for me to wash my face, brush my teeth again.
Yeah.
Okay. But also, this is flexible. Do you know that?
It's flexible. No. This is just a idea of what we need to accomplish.
General
I don't even
idea.
know when you're leaving.
Like LA?
Yeah.
Saturday morning because we have to podcast Friday night.
So a lot of this can even move to tomorrow.
Well, that would have been helpful to hear when you were just forcing Jack and I to put our headphones on when I was thinking I'd love to brush my teeth right now.
Well, you can brush your teeth after this. That can be your bad week. Just kidding. Do you want to start?
Yeah. It's time for
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
What are you doing right now?
I'll start. I haven't shit in 5 days.
Ugh.
Is something wrong with me?
Why?
I mean, I've pooped little
pellets.
beans. It's because of you guys. It's all both of your fault.
Why?
You told me I had the smads. You told me to go to New York.
Yeah.
Eat whatever I want. Do whatever I want. Drink whatever I want. Not work out. Just go to see shows. Live my best life.
Did you do it?
I gluttonously chased my fucking smads away and ate anything I wanted. I drank tequila every night. I had the best time. My internal organs, my gut is like, we haven't seen that level of cheese in 100 years.
No, but how great of a time did you have? It's a trade-off.
I had so much fun, but I've taken like 1 million of those oxygen magnesium tablets trying to get like I need a big clean out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it like hurts.
You'll get there. You know what? You can either be sad and have good gut, like, situation going on, or be happy and be constipated, and I would be happy.
I know. I was so
Choose
worried
happiness.
that during the parade that I would, you know how sometimes like it just comes over you? Like when we're podcasting, I was like, guys, I got to go.
Your poops definitely come out of nowhere.
Yes. And I was like, oh my God, I have 4 hours on live TV. There's no pee break. There's no commercial break where
Do
we
you
get
not
to
wear a diaper?
Should I have one?
There's no pee break, and you're there for 4 hours?
We sit there. You sit there. We sit there at 8:30, and then we don't end till noon.
What if you have to pee?
You don't.
But what if if it's
can't.
an emergency?
We've never done that.
So
No
you just
option.
not drink for like 2 days before so you don't have to pee?
I just drank normally.
4 hours is not that long to go without peeing.
Oh, I have to go every 30 minutes. I would be.
Well, that's an issue too. So
Yeah, there's many things going on. Anyway,
my small bladder.
so that's my bad week.
Okay.
Okay,
what's your good week?
Let me get it. My good week is I was watching the 72 Questions on Vogue with Adele.
Okay.
And they were
I'm like, how am I related to anything with Adele?
No. And then they were asking her, like, what's your, like, if you could have anything to eat, what would you have? And guess what she said?
Jersey Mike sandwich?
A sandwich.
But why is that so hard to understand? Everybody loves a sandwich.
But Adele, the glamorous heartbreak song, like to me, she's like a steak, a filet, a scotch on the rocks. Like she's not, I want a fucking sandwich.
Maybe she is, you know?
Like maybe
that's the real
sandwiches
Adele.
are fancy.
Sandwiches can be fancy.
Could we start a restaurant where it's fancy sandwiches?
And they're all just like really expensive ingredients.
From
the farmer's market.
Sandwich.
Sandwiches.
Fancy witch.
Fancy witches.
Fancy witches, which is just like, it's like caviar.
Glam witch.
Ooh, a
Glam witch. That sounds like a glammed out witch.
Yeah. I don't know.
Artisanal
We'll work on it.
bread. It's like a Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I would love a Larchmont sandwich today.
We're
that
going to have
sounds-
one.
Are we?
You're going to have it for lunch.
Yes.
Great. I'm stoked.
I've been
I don't
waiting.
think that we can get anyone to deliver it, though.
No. Somebody's got to
You're
go.
going to have to go. Okay, who's next?
I'll go. My good week. I don't even know if this is a good week or a bad week. It's a week. I did
500 episodes.
I
and she's
didn't
like,
know
this
which one to put it in, but I thought it was interesting to note. So my cousin's daughter, I call her my niece, but she's not my real niece. She is 9 years old. And she just got a phone, so she just started like texting the whole family. So she's been like texting random shit. She just sent me a chain text. So chain emails are alive and well, and they're very long with many emojis. And they have all this stuff, but they're like, if you send it to like 15 people, you will get crowned prom queen in high school. You will get your dream pet for Christmas. You will become very popular. Everyone will love you. Send this to 15 people in the next 30 minutes. If you ignore, that means bad luck for the next 3 years. You will also struggle with your grades next year. This is not fake.
This is not
So, you know, like all the chain emails that we used to send back in the day, people are still doing them.
So did you send it or are we getting bad luck?
I need to start sending it. Well, I missed I said in 15 minutes. So
we're not going to get good grades, I guess.
not getting good grades. Bad luck for the next 3 years. Okay, so my bad week. You guys know I have really bad hangovers when I drink. They're horrible. I started taking these like vitamins that are supposed to be like for hangovers. And I've been doing it for the last couple months. My hangovers still fucking suck, but I'm like just doing it because I'm like, now I'm scared to not take them and they'll be even worse. I'm like, maybe this is part of getting older. And the thing with my hangovers that's been weird is I have a hangover a day, and then for the next couple days, my stomach has been like so sour. Like I feel disgusting, like I can't eat.
And why are you continuing to drink?
Because it's really fun. And I realized that it's hard to have a good time without alcohol involved.
Okay. All right.
So I run out of my bottle of pills. I order a new bottle and I open them up and I go to like put them in my little like travel thing. And I'm like, oh, these pills, they're like little capsules. I'm like, these are just white. The ones I've been taking have like little black dots in them. And I thought it was like part of the whole formula of the pill. I've been taking moldy hangover pills for the past 4 months.
No.
And that's why I've had a sour stomach for 4 days.
Can you sue them?
Well, I did
Wait,
look on.
it was mold?
They were moldy. Because I went on to the Amazon page that I bought them from, and there's been so many people being like, I opened the bottle and they're moldy. And I was like, I'd love to have known that they're not supposed to have speckles in them.
Ew.
Because I've been taking them
my God.
for 4 months.
How often would you say? Every weekend?
Every time I'd like heavily drank, maybe twice a month or something.
All right.
But then I asked my friend's husband, who's a doctor, and he said it's probably just building up my immune system.
Oh, well, good.
I just wanted to know that I'm not dying and I wasn't like planting a parasite into my intestines.
Well, yogurt is mold. So is cheese.
Does it? I feel like I've heard Amazon, you shouldn't buy anything that can expire because the beauty products, allegedly, beauty products, anything perishable, sits.
And
too
even
long.
from like the people's legitimate stores, it's like you're still maybe getting a faulty fake product.
But they're trying to protect their brand, so I imagine like they're selling a bunch of stock to Amazon. They can't control how long Amazon holds on to it, but if they see it's in their stock getting moldy, they certainly won't be shipping it out.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's bad for the brand.
Bad for the brand.
Well, also, I think you need to be really careful when you're eating things and look at them and make sure they don't have mold before you put them in your belly.
She thought it was the design.
I literally thought it was part of because I thought it was just a bunch
like a
of
Jelly Belly?
Well, because it was like a vitamin mix of things in like a capsule. So I was like, oh, well, one of the mixture of vitamins must be like a darker powder.
Wow, that's dark. Okay.
Little mold balls.
Little tiny mold balls.
Becca, your turn.
Okay, so I was on my flight here. This is my bad week. And I was sitting next to this super sweet couple. I did notice that they were double masked, which I think a lot of people do when they fly. But about 3/4 into the flight, she comes back from the restroom. And I noticed the whole time, neither of them have turned on the TVs in front of them. Neither one has really done anything other than literally sit and like kind of close their eyes. It's an early flight. So I'm like, okay, sometimes people just do that. And they didn't take any drinks or snacks or whatever. I'm like, whatever. So she comes back from the bathroom and she looks horrified, like really horrified. But I'm in my noise canceling headphones and I can't really hear what she's saying to her husband, and I can't take them off without seeming nosy. And she keeps like shaking her body like she's really grossed out, and she's shaking her hands in the air like she touched something gross.
Ew.
And she sits down in her chair and she asks her boyfriend or husband to open up her bag for her and get out her Purell. And she proceeds to put the size of a small orange size Purell pile on her hands.
Yeah.
And she's rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing for a very long
Well, that's a lot
time.
of Purell. You got to wait for it to soak into those hands.
Dry cuticles are us.
She's getting in the nails. She's getting in all. She's like doing the tutorial of how you really should wash
in the
your
beginning
hands.
of COVID.
Yeah. Then she does it again.
Okay.
Another
Another
splurge?
thing. And then I realize that she clearly has some kind of maybe an OCD situation.
Like
her
Howie
hands
Mandel.
are
Crackled.
raw. Like raw. They're the different color than the rest of her arm. But then I feel terrible because if I had known this, I wouldn't have eaten a granola bar next to her or taken my mask down, because I'm sure it put her in distress.
A spiral.
And I would not have wanted to do that.
Oh,
and so I just felt really shitty. I was being good about it. I was taking a bite of my granola bar and putting my mask back on. But I just, if I had been more conscious, I would have. I just felt so bad for her. And I thought, you must really have to get to LA, because I can't imagine anybody putting themselves with that much anxiety around. I don't know if it's COVID. I'm sure there's a lot of people who now have new compulsions because of COVID.
My parents do, for sure.
It's new, right?
Well, they were always like germaphobes,
Yes.
but now it's like anytime somebody brings them a utensil, like my mom's wiping it off with her own little wipes. Oh, yeah. No, my parents are germ freaks.
Oh, my God. I remember when your mom was horrified that I don't wash my hands after I pee in my own bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
She could not get past
But yet,
it.
this is the same May that the night Jack got engaged was like laying on the couch drunk at the Fonda Theater, like that leather couch that you know everyone has had sex on.
Playing beer pong, chugging beer where a dirty ping pong is
No.
She doesn't?
Nope. We were doing it with water because my mom was, and when Jared and I told my mom that every other time we play beer pong, we play it with the beer in the cup, throwing the dirty balls, she was like, oh, I cannot believe it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Horrified.
Poor
but yeah,
May.
so I can empathize through my mom for this lady.
Okay.
I love
so
it.
I feel bad. I'm a shitty person. Okay. So my good week is I have a new famous follower.
Oh,
shit. Should we guess?
give us a theme.
Jojo Siwa.
Oh, I wish.
Entrepreneur,
Mark
badass,
Zuckerberg.
Mark Cuban.
female.
Bethany Frankel.
No,
The lady from Shark Tank.
no. Current actress, maybe. I don't know.
Jessica
Cameron
Alba?
Diaz.
Jessica Alba.
Ah, I guessed it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Wait, why?
I have no idea.
Does
idea.
she does use her own Instagram because she does all those.
She
TikTok
so many
dances.
TikToks and I went to her Instagram. I hope she's still following me because I started getting a little. Once I realized this, Yep, she still follows me.
Did you follow her back?
Of course, I think. Yeah. So this is what happened. She does follow almost 7,500 people.
It's a lot of people.
A lot of people. But I forget what I was doing, and I just. You find your hole on Instagram, you fall down the rabbit hole. And I think it was a video of her and her daughter. And I was noticing how old her daughter is now. Like she's a teenage girl. And I clicked on her Instagram and I was just trolling her Instagram. And I was like, oh, I should follow her. And I go up and it says follow back.
Oh, shit. So she followed you knowing that you don't even follow her.
Weird. Weird. So Jess, I see you, girl.
Come on the podcast, maybe invest in a LadyGang business.
Yeah. We have terrible ideas and we're terrible with money, but please come on.
If nothing else, get on that honest PR list so you can get some
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 goods.
creams.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell
yeah.
So there we are. Who do we have today?
Maybe she just loves Christmas. I bet she followed you.
I don't think so.
Okay, live your life. Wait, before we go to Kevin, I just want to say that you were so good in your movie.
Oh, thank you.
You were
so
beautiful.
much.
I loved. Didn't
wanna
it
have,
warm your fucking heart?
I want to have a whole moment of talking. Maybe it should be one of our good weeks coming up.
Oh,
We can have a talk.
Yeah, we need to talk about
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We're so excited that Travis Matthew is a sponsor of LadyGang. It is really, really hard to find the perfect gift for him for the holidays. And that's why we love the Travis Matthew Handy Holiday Gift Guide. You can browse gifts for him by price point or through curated collections tailored to interest and personality. They've got button-ups, polos, outerwear, ultra-soft loungewear, shoes, accessories, great gear for golfers, and so much more. Travis Matthew is excited to announce the Famous Cloud Collection is now available for her. So you can get a gift for yourself just in time for the holidays with incredibly soft micro-fleece styles. Cozy up with the perfect gift. The His and Her Cloud Collection featuring hoodie, crewneck, sweats feels like a dream. Visit a Travis Matthew retail store or make your way to travismatthew.com/podcast and take 20% off your Travis Matthew order when you use the code LADY20 at checkout. That's 20% off your entire order at travismatthew.com/podcast when you use the code LADY20 at TRAVISMATHEW.com/podcast. Go get some clouds, ladies and gentlemen.
This holiday season, I want to give the gift to my loved ones that makes them feel special and unique, just like the relationship we share with those people. That's why we love gifting Storyworth here at the LadyGang. You've heard about Kelty doing it for her mom one year. I did it for my dad. Storyworth is an online service that helps you and your loved ones preserve precious memories and stories for years to come. It is a thoughtful and meaningful gift that connects you to those who matter the most. So how it works is every week Storyworth emails your relative or friend a thought-provoking question of your choice from their vast pool of possible options. So each unique prompt asks questions you've never thought to ask, kind of like, what's the bravest thing you've ever done in your life? Or if you could see into your future, what would you want to find out? It's so cool. And after a year of this, Storyworth will compile all your loved ones' stories, include photos, into a beautiful keepsake book that you'll be able to share and revisit for generations to come. So with Storyworth, we are giving those we love the most a thoughtful personal gift from the heart and preserving their memories and stories for years to come. Go to storyworth.com/lady and save $10 off your first purchase. That's storyworth.com/lady to save $10 off.
Okay, gang, we are coming up on that time of the year. You've probably been a big ball of holiday stress. Your motivation is MIA. You don't really want to work out. You just have been an object at rest that has stayed at rest. So a little trick for you. When it comes to staying in shape amidst the chaos of the holidays, Obey Fitness makes the impossible possible. You've got everything you need, from HIIT to spicy Pilates to chill yoga classes, live or on demand. You need no equipment. You can pop it on anywhere, even at your in-laws' basement, that you're sleeping in separate beds from your husband, which is so weird. They have their fun yet fierce 10-minute express classes. And honestly, when I'm down and I'm like, I have to do something, I do a 10-minute leg express and you really get your heart rate flowing and you just keep moving. We love Obey Fitness. Just use code LadyGang at Obey Fitness. That's obefitness.com. Code LadyGang and you're going to get a free month of fitness. The best-in-class instructors aren't just fitness experts. They're actually like motivational life coaches. We love our Marmar. We love our Walter. There are 9 different genres of music to choose from, a packed live schedule. You'll never, ever get bored. We love Obey. Thanks for being a part of the Lady Gang. Use code LadyGang for a month free at obeyfitness.com.
Now back to the Lady Gang.
Our guest today has been my friend for over a decade, the 6-time Emmy-winning host of Entertainment Tonight, the creator of the lifestyle site Hip Hollywood, the host of the Married at First Sight reunions. You're welcome, Jack. The host of a bunch of sports stuff, but who cares about sports? Someone who has Oprah's phone number, an American Airlines concierge queue member, the man who was so late getting into our car at the airport, he forced our driver to drive on the shoulder of the road and made it from Manhattan to JFK in 21 minutes, which is unheard of. Also the dad to 3 kids, the husband to a lawyer wife, and a man so successful that one year at the Super Bowl, I watched him order a bunch of super spendy tomahawk steaks for an entire table of people, thinking that the restaurant would comp them for us, and then they didn't, and he ended up paying for all of them on his credit card. We also went to a strip club that night with our entire staff, and he also heard me say "I'll fuck" on the Thanksgiving Day parade and kept a straight face. Basically, this man is a hero, a national treasure, and after almost 500 episodes, I have finally decided that our podcast is big enough to welcome the king, Kevin Frazier, to the Lady Gang.
Wow, what an introduction. First of all, I've been waiting for this moment. And the fact that you dropped the strip club thing.
Amazing.
Right off the bat.
You know?
I was saving that story, but we're going to have to talk about that. We're going to have to talk about that night. Mm-hmm. That was a big night.
I mean, we've had some moments in London, the Victoria's Secret show. Like, we've been all around the world together, but I'm so excited that you're here and we finally got you. And honestly, I don't know why it took me so long to it. Why did it take us so long?
Kelty never invites the people closest to her.
It's interesting because watching this, and Kelty knows, like, she is like one of my favorite business people in this world because I've watched her build this thing and do all this stuff with you all. So I love it. But I always love to tell the story is how I met Kelty is I was walking to my car in the parking lot. And there's this girl with these 4 guys. Oh. And she's like, hey, I'm Kelty Knight. I'm the music person at AT. And, one day I'm going to be your co-host. And I'm like, yeah, okay. She had on a Van Halen t-shirt. And she says, and by the way, these guys are going to be the biggest band in the world. And I was like, yeah, okay. All right. I'm trying to get in my car. I was like, what's their name? And she's like, Imagine Dragons.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay. And then they walked off. Sure enough, she became my co-host and they became the biggest band in the world.
Holy shit.
I'm like, oh shit, girl, you delivered on a high level. And that's the thing about Kelty. She's a little unicorn that can always do it. That's what I love about her. I mean, love her.
Constantly manifesting, Kelty.
We appreciate you so much because we shared her for a long time. You were her work husband. We were her work wives. And, we were really happy when the times were darker that she had you to be with when she was spiraling into her meltdowns. And you were always somebody who cheered her on and you were so supportive. And I just love how much you love her.
Yeah, no, I feel like I get inspired by Kelty. And if you've never been around the energy of Kelty, whether it's in the morning and you're in the makeup room and she's doing cooter splats, I don't know if you've ever, does everybody know about that? The cooter splat is epic. or it's just in the evening where she will come in. Or Kelty is also famous where she will come in and she'll be like, you know what, Kev, that doesn't look good. You look old in that. Take that shit off.
You
And you're like, what?
That.
But it's real.
Yep.
And that's who she is. And she also, I mean, your hair has grown now, but I love how you used to carry around your damn extensions. The extensions were everything. And she would pull them out on air and she'd show them off and she'd whip them around. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting.
We spent a lot of time together.
No, because here's the thing, and Kevin knows this. I mean, this is not the Kelty show, but I love that we're having this little moment. So Kevin knows this, is that my delivery of that, like, this suit makes you look old, is not always the best. Like, but I mean it with the good part of my heart.
It comes from your heart.
My delivery is
from your heart.
bad every time with them and with you, with everyone in the world. My delivery is terrible, but I mean it because I want what's best for you.
But that's why it works for him, because he knows you so well that he won't get offended when you say this offensive thing to him, because he knows that you don't mean it that way.
It is nothing but love. But real quick, can I just tell the strip club story?
Yeah,
just real
please.
quick.
Sure.
Okay. So Chris had to go with a client who went to a strip club, and you know, he was like, babe, we went to the strip club. I was not in it. I was just, you know, this client loves strip clubs.
Oh my God, I actually forgot the reason why we went to the strip club, and now you're telling it. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay.
And then Kelty went.
It was Pitbull. He went to the strip club. Chris Knight went to the strip club with Pitbull in Miami.
Classic.
Okay, so I didn't want to out Pitbull. Okay, but yes, he went to the strip club with Pitbull, and you can imagine what it's like when you're in the strip club with Pitbull. I mean, I'm sure it's on and popping. I get it. Kelty goes like ballistic on Chris. You went off on him, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're at the Super Bowl, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with going to a strip club. It's okay. And that doesn't mean your husband is all over strippers. He's just there. It's a place where guys go and convene and they hang out. And you know what? You lose a little money and it's all good. Kelty's like, hell no, I may never forgive him for going there. And I was like, well, then damn it, we're going to the strip club.
Yes.
So I took Kelty to the strip club.
Yep.
And damn, if we didn't get to the strip club, and she's like, this is it. This is all. And then she wanted the lap dance. So I paid for her lap dance. I got her a lap dance and she got it in. She was like, girl, come on. Girl, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. And then she left the strip club like, I was an idiot for being mad at Chris.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience, Kelty.
It's not even fun. Like, honestly, enjoy, boys, because like the carpet, it's carpeted. Like, why is there carpet? This just seems like a linoleum situation.
It's catching all those scrambled eggs that they serve in the morning, you know?
Gross. Well, Kev, before we get into, so this is our year-end wrap-up. We invited you to tell us the top, celebrity stories of the year. But before we do that, can you discuss a little bit of your story of like how you became you? Because you are a cameraman and people don't really remember that. Well, people don't know that.
So I was a cameraman in Charleston, South Carolina. That was my first job. And they would let me do stories every once in a while. You know, I'd set up the camera like, this is how influencers do it now. I was doing it with the big ass news camera.
Amazing.
So I have this massive news camera and I'm out there like, let me move over to the left. And so I worked in Charleston, South Carolina as a cameraman, went to Baltimore. My boss said, you're going to still be a cameraman, but I'm going to put you on air every weekend so you can do these sports stories. And from there, I got a job in Cincinnati. And by the way, I was terrible. Let me just say this. When I first started out, I sucked. I mean, there's tape of me that I have in my closet that you would be like, why in the hell did they keep that pool on air? And we were really bad. But from there, I went to Cincinnati. And from Cincinnati, went to LA to work for Fox Sports, then ESPN. And while I was at ESPN, I was the dude who during baseball season, while I was doing Sports Center, would watch all the entertainment shows because I hate baseball. Mm-hmm. So while all the like Baseball Tonight guys are yelling like, oh, shit, I'm like, yo, did you know that so-and-so is kicking it with so-and-so?
Oh my God, amazing.
Oh my God, did you see the opening? Did you see how hot
Gossip Girl
looked at this when she came out of the water in that James Bond movie? And so while I was at the NBA All-Star game one year, they were like, hey, Entertainment Tonight wants you to come over and do a quick audition. I was like, whatever. I host an NBA show on ESPN. Why would I leave dude heaven? And then I came here and I had a meeting and Linda Bell hit the one word that means everything to me. She hit amenities. She said, if you come and work for me, you will never catch a taxi cab again.
Ooh.
I was
Big
like,
time.
And it was just the amenities. And so ever since then, I've been here at Entertainment Tonight, and it's been the greatest run. And when you are someplace, you form relationships with people. And that's like Kelty and I's relationship is, so real. Like we spent so many mornings together in the makeup room, me listening to like real woman talk, which is the most horrifying thing a man can ever listen to, is like real women talk. Like you find out things about your sexual prowess that damage you forever. I mean, be honest.
Exactly. Did she ever talk to you about naked stretching?
She's talked about a lot of things. Yes, naked stretching. How I learned about, because we have other people here who are like, business sex. I didn't know that. I mean, all men think that they're like killing the game.
Like transactional sex.
Yeah,
yes.
just getting done.
Yes.
You think you go in the bedroom and your wife is like, Jesus, he's bringing the heat.
No.
And what's really happening is she's like, I need him to get this done because I've got 17 other things to do.
The to-do list.
Come on, hurry. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, and
that's oh yeah,
90%
honey, you're
of the
amazing.
Kevin was the day, it was Rebecca and I talking about it, the day that Kevin discovered that we have transactional business sex, it was like his whole world was rocked. And he's like, you were like 45 at the time. I was like, I'm so sorry, man.
You know what? Maybe your wife is just, she's puts on a really good front.
No, she's a lawyer. She's like,
oh no, so she's
business.
Maybe she's just actually into it.
She deserves an Emmy, because if you didn't figure that out by then.
No. And she and now we're having sex and I'm like, is this real? Like,
you're like overthinking every little thing. You're like,
every little thing. You're like, come on, daddy's bringing the heat today. And you're like, maybe not.
It's so funny.
Maybe not.
Usually not.
Well, Kev, before we get to the top celebrity stories of the year, I do want to ask you, like, what is it like being kind of friends with Oprah?
Oh my God.
You know what? It's weird. And Kelty, you know this. And I think all of you know this, that there are people who you meet and then you like get to talk to and you have their phone number or anything. And you're like, how in the hell did I get here? And there have been those times where, you will walk in somewhere and Oprah will be like, Kevin Frazier. And you're like, you know who I am? And it's the weirdest thing in the world. It's like, it's bizarre. And also our job puts us in the middle of the biggest stories in the world. So you go inside these stories and it's like, there's chaos and there's craziness and we're in the middle of it. And it is just, it really is weird and unbelievable. And then I go home and drive the minivan and go to a soccer game.
I love that.
Or I go home and my wife yells at me about the garbage. And so it's a great, perfect little balance, So that's the beauty of it.
Okay, so we get a lot of questions about our hair because we talk a lot about our hair, specifically Kelty. She has almost every single year the goal to have the healthiest hair of her life. We all kind of do, but we're too embarrassed to say it. She's not. And guess what? We're all having the best hair of our lives right now, thanks to our sponsor at Nutrafol. So 30 million women are impacted by weakening or thinning hair. And if you're amongst them, you know you're not alone and that there's a solution you can trust to deliver results. So Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. So healthier hair growth takes time and you'll begin to experience thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the code LADY to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com. It's spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code LADY.
The season of giving is finally here, and so is the holiday rush. If you're selling anything online, you don't have to face the holiday hustle alone. That is why we love Stamps.com. It takes all of the hassle and guesswork out of holiday shipping and saves you money. Easily compares prices and delivery dates across major carriers, and you get huge discounts. So whether your sales come from Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, eBay, or if you're just sending something to your mom, Stamps.com streamlines your shipping and keeps your customers on the nice list. For over 20 years, Stamps.com has helped over 1 million businesses save time and money on shipping. We use it every single day here at LadyGang. It's so easy. We pick where we want to ship from. We can print out easily return labels, easily print them out at home, ship everything, drop it off at the post office or at the postal annex near my house. So easy. So with our promo code LadyGang, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus shipping credits and a digital shipping scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. You'll be up and running in minutes. That's Stamps.com, promo code LadyGang. Stamps.com, easy e-commerce shipping for less, a lot less.
Okay, ladies, can't remember the last time that you wanted sex? Oh, I'm sorry. You've got kids in the car? I know. We're going to call it ice cream. Listen, ice cream, you scream, but maybe not for sex. I mean ice cream, sorry. So if your desire for ice cream feels, well, a little rocky road, you're not alone. Millions of women have felt their libido melting away because of a medical condition known as hypoactive sexual desire disorder, or HSDD. But unlike brain freeze, HSDD can be treated. Maybe it's time to change the flavor of the day from not in the mood to libido renewed. So whether you're into plain vanilla or the queen of whipped cream down to cone, or deciding between big or little spoon, it's time to scream for ice cream again. Visit screamforicecreamagain.com to learn more. That's screamforicecreamagain.com.
Do amazing with Total Wireless, because when you move to Total Wireless, you can get an unlimited plan with incredible devices. Now with 5G available in 2,700 plus cities, capable device and SIM required. Get our best deal ever with an unlimited talk, text, and data plan for $25 per month per line for 4 lines with 100 gigs of shared high-speed data, then 2G, which can save you up to $80 each month when compared to comparable 4-line postpaid plans from the leading carrier. All of this on the network more Americans depend on. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. Visit TotalWireless.com/coverage/check for more detailed coverage info. Plus, when you move to Total Wireless, you can get the latest devices like the newest smartphones and even hotspots to keep you connected to what matters the most, all with no contract. Discover us at TotalWireless.com today. Total Wireless, do amazing. A month equals 30 days. A 30-day cycle for shared family data plans begins on the day of the first line or device is activated. Any lines or devices activated later in the first 30-day cycle will receive only the number of days remaining in that cycle. Savings claim excludes taxes, fees, auto pay discounts, and limited time pricing. Source competitor websites, April 2021.
You're listening to the Lady Gang.
Let's talk about celebrities this year. You covered every story. I know that you work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Entertainment Tonight, the iconic show. And I pulled out my 6 favorite stories of the year.
Okay.
And because I wasn't with you this year, we didn't get to gush about these in the makeup room. So I thought we could all discuss. And I only put one royal story in because the girls hate the royals, but I love the royals. So let's begin with Kim and Kanye and Pete.
Oh my God.
So Kim and Kanye's relationship has been on the rocks, but can we take it all the way back to the beginning? In the beginning, it was red hot. And there was this, Kim was probably with another person when she first began dealing with Kanye. But anyway, we're not going to throw that out on the table. But allegedly. And that relationship always seemed bizarre because Kanye was dealing with mental health issues. You know, the Kardashians are doing their own thing and they're out in the world. And as Kanye spiraled in his deal with mental health, he had his homestead and he was out and about. You know, Kim stayed at home and kind of took care of the kids. And when Kim did Saturday Night Live, it seemed like, you know, wow, this is fun. It was great. And by the way, she knocked it out the ballpark. She killed it on Saturday night.
Really good.
She was great. One of the top rated shows of the year. We saw these sparks between her and Pete Davidson when, you know, they did the little Aladdin skit. You were like, that's cute. When Pete joked about Kanye, I have mental health issues too. Just take the meds, bro. You were thinking, okay. Then the next thing you know, they go to the cast party and Pete's like, very attentive.
That cast party is trouble. What is up with that party?
That's where it all starts. And I think because they go so hard, it's so late, and everybody's just like, we can cut loose. We've been working hard. There are drinks, and everybody forgets they're really big stars. And so anything can happen. So then after that, we pop up, and Pete and Kim are at an amusement park holding hands on a roller coaster. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now, I need to ask you, ladies, what is it that Pete Davidson has?
Nothing.
No, I totally disagree. He's brilliant.
Well, tell me, please.
He's funny. He's probably very kind and very in touch with his feelings because he's dealt with mental health. He's also dealt with the loss of his father, a pretty tragic, I think, loss. I think that he gives women what a lot of men don't know how to give women, which is being very attentive, like you said, but also he probably connects on a deeper level. And I actually have a big issue with all these memes and all this like bullshit going around about like kind of just him being ugly or too ugly to be with her.
I think he's hot. I think he's attractive.
But there's like out of your league and all this stuff. But I just I feel like, well, first of all, if we were saying this about a woman, we would be getting roasted. I mean, we could never say
100%.
this. So I kind of feel like it's so shallow that we're doing this, and sorry to be on a soapbox, but I totally get it. I totally understand why she wants to be with him.
And now on that point, I will add that this is lesson 2 that Kevin's learned working at ET and hanging with Kelty, is that men don't pay attention to women. Mm-mm. They don't pay attention to all the stuff y'all do to look cute and be exciting and appealing to your man and all the crap y'all have to deal with in the world. Men don't pay attention to that. And I've learned now that when I walk in a party and I see someone and I'm like, I love that shoe. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that dress is so cute. Wow, is that, what did you do to your hair? It makes a world of difference. And men, we're so damn dumb. Your woman, while you are like throwing on your jeans and walking out in your shirt, is in the bathroom, like transforming herself, going through hell. I mean, the stuff you go through, it's crazy. And then you go through all that, you come out and you're like, how do I look? What you want is your man to say, damn, girl, you look amazing. I appreciate you so much. And what we say is, yeah, that's all right. All right. You ready to go?
Yep. Yeah. We just want to be acknowledged.
So maybe that's Pete's world. Pete is doing that, right? So Pete and Kim, here they are. They had lunch the other day at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and they were taking pictures with fans. And the reporting that we're getting is like, hey, they're having fun. They are together. I do caution and remind everyone, the Kardashians do have a new show coming out on Hulu, and they do need to populate that show with something interesting. But yes, Pete and Kim seem to be an item. Now, is it at the Courtney Travis level? Ain't no way. But Pete and Kim are an item. Now, the fact that Pete has blown through some really amazing women is incredible and good for him. But if we notice, one thing he can't do is sustain a relationship. And there's no way in hell he's going to sustain a relationship with Kim Kardashian. But right now, they are the couple that makes everybody go crazy. At the same time, they're making Kanye go crazy because he wants his family back. So Kanye West is now trying to get his family back. I'm going to give you all a scoop. There's a rumor that Kanye is moving his compound closer to us. He's going to move, or he'll leave his compound and he'll have a compound in the desert here near LA.
Oh, he's doing like a
Joshua
Joshua
he should do
tree
that
vibe.
so he can be closer to his children. I mean, live your life.
Exactly right. And so Kanye now wants his family back. And if you understand what, how close he was to his mother and what family meant to him and what he wanted. So now he is on a mission to get his family back. And while he's on a mission to get his family back, Pete Davidson is gallivanting around with his wife
in Staten Island. Like, it's unbelievable.
You know what? Funny
is unbelievable.
Funny is fuckable for sure. And we all love a bad boy.
Is that what it is?
Funny is so fuckable.
But is it just a PR thing, or do we think that they actually like each other?
I'm sure they're both having fun and a flirty time with each other.
Yeah.
But it also is great for everything that's going on in their lives.
The rates just went up. Show me the rate.
You think they have had sex?
Oh,
you think
definitely.
They're f***ing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, next.
Kevin thinks that they're not having sex.
They're not having business sex. I'll tell you that right now.
Whatever it is not transactional. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
By the way, I just want to ask for all of you, where is the moment where it clicks over to business sex?
No, you have
to click over to not business sex.
Yeah.
I think our mind at a baseline is transactional, unless something gets you in the mood.
What is it that gets you in the mood then?
Tequila.
Yeah, usually drinking.
Or a great vibrator.
Yes.
But
or effort.
I've never
or just a really romantic date night that you're emotionally connecting, and then you feel sexually attracted.
Those compliments of I just love you so much. I feel like this a connection of some sort.
Yeah. Doing something nice for your partner without being asked to do it.
Yeah.
Too.
And it not being a birthday or a whatever. Like on a Tuesday night, if you come home and you cook dinner and have the house cleaned and at a nice temperature, and you're like, hey, let's
if you get that thermostat right for Kelty, she is horny and ready to go.
I just got to be warm. I'm like a little newt.
Chris Knight is a good looking man. When he has on his suit,
this is hot.
and he's like,
Yeah.
I look at him and I'm like, damn, bro, you look good.
Yeah.
Studly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I remember that I had to iron that shirt.
Oh my God.
And I had to pack the socks and the toothpaste because he wouldn't remember, and then he didn't pay the gas bill. Like, there's a lot that, you know.
Should we make you a sweatshirt that says, when the room is hot, my panties drop? She can't have sex with it anything below 75 degrees.
I can't.
No.
It's too, no, gotta be warm. Okay, next, J-Lo and A-Rod breaking up, and then Ben.
Was that this year?
It was this year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and you know what? It seemed like J-Lo and A-Rod were the perfect match.
I agree. I loved them together.
They were a great business match.
Oh, yeah.
But if you notice something, they kept postponing the wedding. It kept getting pushed back. And that's a sure sign, because when you're in love, you're like, damn it, who cares? Let's just get married and then let's move on. We're in this together forever. And so that was the first red flag. And I think that, there was this thing where the girls, the children were so ingrained because the families work so well together and they work so well as business. But it's a hard thing when you have been a professional athlete all your life. There's always a little professional athlete.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Now, exactly what A-Rod did, we don't know.
We do.
We don't. There have been accusations.
Isn't there DMs that we all know about?
We know the DMs, but
I mean, it's not reportable on Entertainment Tonight, but it's definitely discussable on the LadyGang podcast.
Right. And I mean, yes, he was DMing a reality star. Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But A-Rod DMs everybody. I mean, if you want to talk to A-Rod, you DM him and you get him. You can DM any one of you ladies, DM him right now and say, hey, A-Rod, are you available for the LadyGang or whatever? He will at least answer you.
We should do a little.
That's who he is.
Game.
See if he responds during the show.
But then
don't say something sexual though, Kelty.
Okay. Wait, don't do it yet. We need to discuss this.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And then those DMs went public.
Yeah.
And I think someone used him for a little fame.
Mm-hmm.
But when those DMs went public, it seemed like it was the last straw. J-Lo was off making her movie down in the Dominican Republic. I believe it was Dominican Republic. And she just went silent. She went quiet. Now, at the same time, while that's going on, what we don't know in the background is that Ben has written her a note. He's written her a letter just saying, hey, girl. Hey, hey.
What's up?
Emailed. What's going on? How are you? You good? Everything cool? So now there's that connection. So Jennifer, instead of jumping into the minute and jumping into the fray and breaking up with A-Rod and running off and doing whatever's next, she waits. She lets the story cool down a little bit, and then she does the professional thing. She breaks up with A-Rod, but the next thing you know, she's off with Ben and the world loses its mind.
I mean,
so imagine if you are dating someone and you think you're in love, and then they break up with you, and the next day, like what it feels like the next day, they're with their old boyfriend and the world is cheering and clapping.
She's like,
that's gotta
yikes.
suck.
Oh,
I mean,
hell
she's
yeah.
a fucking master. And looking so happy. They were on vacation in like Italy, and she's in like a sundress.
It's what everybody wanted.
Remember the picture where she was like coming down from the apartment?
Yeah.
No makeup, no hair extension. She was like, I just got all night.
Yep. Glowing.
I don't even have a sunglass at this house.
I thought that the ultimate picture was her in that bikini with the little wrap around her waist, looking hotter than fire. And it was just like, and guess who's here? Ben Daddy.
Ben Daddy.
Then they start recreating stuff from Jenny on the block, on the yacht.
Yes.
And you're like, oh my God, she's really with him. And the world is here for it. So I went down and talked to A-Rod about 2 weeks in.
Wait, I remember
And he was
that.
like,
oh my God.
I have to respect Jennifer's decision. I have to respect who she is. We're still friends. Everything's cool. But
Everything
for a
was
while,
not
everywhere
cool.
he went, people were piling on and giving him they were giving him shit everywhere he went. And so that was hard to deal with that. And to turn on the TV, and every show from CNN to Entertainment Tonight is talking about your girl with another man and how happy she is. It was hell for him. It had to be hell. And so it looks like Bennifer 2.0 is the real deal. They're happy. We know that, earlier in the year, they were looking at places. They were looking at schools. I was at the Vaccination Live concert at SoFi, and it was interesting watching J-Lo. So here she comes. And, we're sitting on the side waiting to announce stuff. And there's J-Lo. We're talking to Lupe, having a good time. She's focused on her performance where she performed in all those trees. And then you see behind you, lurking in the background, there's Ben. And it's like, bruh, what you doing? And as soon as she went on, he came and he watched her. And it was like, you could see his amount of attention to her. Like he was like, damn, I just got the girl back. Damn,
yes,
so good.
I love her.
And I get it because J-Lo is incredible. Like she's going to be the woman who's 80 years old and every dude who's in his 30s wants to get with.
Oh, yeah.
She is that ridiculously hot, that smart, that good at everything she does. So Ben is winning.
Yeah, winning.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, A-Rod.
Okay, John Mulaney and Olivia Munn. What's his name?
Mulaney.
Okay, so Kevin,
Mulaney.
I'm out of this biz now, so here's what I know about this story. Olivia Munn had a celebrity crush on this guy, John, who's like nerd cute, and he was married to someone. He broke up with his wife and started dating Olivia Munn. She got pregnant right away, and now she's still pregnant, but they've broken up.
Well, she was like kind of like light stalking
Like
him.
a light casual stalk.
Yeah.
Okay, so let
Allegedly.
me say this. Let's back all the way up, okay? First of all, Olivia Munn is the chick you want to hang out with. She's that girl. She is so much fun. And fun fact here, Olivia Munn was my intern when I worked at Fox Sports. She was the girl who would bring over the highlights. And before she got her game,
Right,
her
she was
game,
like a gamer show, yeah.
Yeah, before she got her gamer show, she worked at Fox Sports. So Olivia is the sporty, cool, like the chick you want to hang out with, have some cocktails with. She's a lot of fun. So there's a question of when her relationship with John started, because some feel that they were hooking up, or at least there had been some kind of something going on while he was still married.
Yeah.
He said he was married. He was having all these problems with being sober, and that he went away to rehab and broke off things with his wife, came back, and then started connecting with Olivia. And in the spring, they got together. This was in September that he went away to rehab. But in the spring, he and Olivia started kicking things off and started having this relationship. It's up for debate, y'all. But look, it's an age-old story. You're married. You're getting business sex, and you have this hot, amazing young woman you got this hot woman who comes over and she's like, I'm going to give you better than business sex. Eventually it turns into business sex. But right now, it's not business sex.
Just wait.
So Olivia gets pregnant, and happy for her. Yeah. This is great. Now, she refutes the timeline. He refutes the timeline that they were messing around while he was still married, but she is pregnant. You're thinking, here they go. They're going to stay together. This is going to be a great thing. And then Twitter blows up saying they have broken up. And then they come out and say, we haven't broken up. We're still together. Well, that's what they tried to say, that they're still together. Then it comes back. We've broken up. So I think that once this baby arrives, and by the way, Olivia's mom and her family, they're all excited, it'll be okay. But it was one of those weird stories of like, was this guy cheating before he got divorced? You know what? Who knows? But he probably was.
Yeah, I think so.
Who knows? But he probably was.
Wait,
I mean, listen, here's what happens.
Are they
he's
still
at home
together?
and he's like, huh?
Are they broken up right now?
Well, that's okay. So the internet believed that they were broken up and tried to say they were broken up. They came back and refuted that and said, we're back together. We're together. Everything's cool, but we're not going to argue, because the more we argue with the internet, the more that people pile on. Yeah. And so they just walked away from it.
So they're
probably broken up. Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, they're broken up.
Surprise of no one.
Okay, last thing before we go, because we're running out of time. I do want to talk about Britney Spears, because this is like the story of the year, right? Is there any bigger story than this, Kev?
Well, I think because it's gone on so long. Yeah. And so I remember Britney before the breakdown.
Yeah.
And she was just a young girl that was, a pop star. Yeah. And then I remember I remember interviewing Britney after the breakdown. And that night that she kind of lost her mind, and they came and they got her and put her in that 5150 hold, I was in the hospital, and I snuck into the hospital.
Wait, you were in the hospital
for your own ailment?
For your own ailment?
No,
No,
he's sneaking in.
I went there because they're like, oh my God, Britney Spears is going. They just brought her. They just brought her to the hospital, and so
someone was like,
throw on our
Kevin,
clothes.
get down there now.
Right, we run down there. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Whoa.
We get there, and of course, it's the thing I love to do. I pace the hospital like 7 times to figure out a way in.
Oh my God.
I get in, and the elevator opens down by the emergency room. And I look, and there's the girl from, I think, Us Weekly. She's standing there like she's, waiting on her mom. And a security guard comes by, and we were like, oh, we're waiting on family. And we both had a clean look into the window of Britney in the emergency room. It was the craziest thing ever. So I say all that to say a couple of months later, I interview her at a birthday party, and this girl is not the girl that I met earlier. She is different. She's just not there. And when you ask her a question, she turns and asks someone else to help her answer. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So seeing that, you at first understood the conservatorship. I was like, okay, I see,
Right.
because there's something wrong. But what we didn't understand was that medication forced on her. And was it too much medication that she was on?
Right.
Anyway, so you go through the years, and Britney does the smartest thing she can do. She uses her online following to build the Free Britney movement, to help fuel the Free Britney movement, and to help put the public pressure on her family and the lawyers to end the conservatorship.
Yeah.
And she starts showing online that she's okay, but she, as a grown woman, should be allowed to do the things she wants to do. Get married, have a baby, travel out of state, see her children, do anything she wants to do. So if you ever go down to the courthouse during one of those hearings, it is crazy down there. The people are out. They have their signs. They're out there all day long. They will outwait you for Britney or the lawyers to come out. And the pressure that was put on from the podcast to all the different news reports to everything finally helped end that conservatorship. Celebrities jumped in, and ending Britney's conservatorship, I thought, was one of the biggest stories of the year because everybody had a hand and a stake in it. Now it'll be interesting to see where she goes from here. I like Sam Asghari.
Yeah,
I think
me
he's a
too.
nice guy. When he's been here and you've been around him, Kelty, nice guy, right?
Seems really normal. I mean, there can't be someone with her that hasn't got a shoulder of fame wanting.
Yeah,
you know what
of
I
course.
mean? Like, if you're the most normal person on the planet, you're not going to date Britney Spears. Like, he's definitely loves the attention. He's, he's trying to act, like, for sure. But to me, he's been with her so long and through so much that if you were just in it to be Britney Spears' boyfriend for a hot second, you would already be out. And the way he spoke, when I interviewed him, the way he spoke about her was just like so lovely. You could kind of tell that, maybe he has 10% like, star fucker in there, but like, don't we all? You know what I mean?
Right. And I think that, look, good looking man trying to work on his career, and do his thing. And every time that we have talked to him, he has just been normal. And that's what she needs, normal, because so many people have their hands in her pockets. So many people are earning money off of Britney that it became a problem, that they needed to keep control of her. Let her go off. The money train is over, y'all. She carried a lot of people for a long time, and this conservatorship needed to end because she was paying, between the lawyers and her daddy and other folks, she was paying tens of millions of dollars out of her pocket. And that was straight bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that she was paying the lawyer that was like keeping her in the conservatorship was like the most fucked up ass backwards thing in the world.
It was ridiculous. And that they were muting her voice. And that's what I go back to that birthday party where I interviewed her. And I swear to y'all, whatever they had given her, she was damn near in a coma. I mean, she could barely talk, and they were just moving her around. And when you see that, you're like, what are you doing to this person? And why are you doing this to this person? So I'm happy. I just hope she can live her best, live your best life, Britney. Go live your best life.
She's never going to work again. She's just going to go
No,
be a
she'll work.
bikini
She'll
and do
work.
cartwheels in Hawaii. Bye.
She made too much money in Vegas, and they will lure her back to Vegas. And you know what? It'll be her money now.
Right.
Yeah, at least she gets to keep it.
I had a friend that was like on production of her Vegas show, and the friend told me that when Britney would come to rehearsals, she would always have like holes in her shoes, and like all of her dance clothes were from Target. Not that there's anything wrong with like a dance outfit from Target. We love Target. But like when you're Britney Spears, you think you're going to be wearing a Lululemon or like the hottest kicks that exist, like the new Nikes. And it's because they gave her like $25 a month, and she wasn't allowed to shop. She wasn't allowed to have anything. I mean, it's crazy that you couldn't get like the hot, like good Nikes for your dance show, like weird bananas. Anyway.
When you hear her say she couldn't walk across the street to get a tampon because she didn't have cash, if you think about all those times when she was being followed and she'd pull up to the drive-through window and someone else would have to pay. Whoever she was with would have to pay because she couldn't buy anything. And so that part is insane. I mean, think of the money she generated.
I know.
Think of all the money she generated. And you can't buy a cheeseburger?
She's going to blow all that money, though.
She's going to blow the money. And that's the thing. It's her money to blow.
It's her right. That's her right.
It's her money to blow.
I hope they put some away for her kids, but,
right.
You know, I mean, she's going to blow the money. I think that
y'all
kind of know that.
I don't think Sam will let her. And I think she'll go back to Vegas. And when she goes back to Vegas, the free Britney residency will be insane. It'll be insane.
But also, I think people were so mean to her about her bad hair extensions and like all of these things.
Well, that's because she wouldn't sit for longer than 20 minutes. I do know that. Yeah. Allegedly is pretty much true.
I know. I heard that too. But like maybe.
She's like a child. She's very much been stunted. And so.
Oh, yeah.
And we see that every day on Instagram. It's like, she's like, it's like watching a, 7-year-old like put on a show.
Right. Godspeed.
I was wondering about The Last Dance. I was like, Britt, what you doing, girl?
It is bizarro.
I was like, what's going on?
I mean,
baby, what's happening?
What is happening?
Like I've seen I've seen dances. I mean, Kelty danced all the time.
Oh, she all loves the time. Dance.
I don't know. I mean, live your life, booty short. Well, Kevin, you're lovely. Everyone can follow Kevin at Kevin Frazier. You can watch him 6 nights a week on Entertainment Tonight. Big congratulations to you, Kevin, because we just hosted the Thanksgiving Day Parade together.
I'm also on the Married at First Sight reunions, which are my favorite.
Do you want to talk about it?
I mean,
I haven't seen the second part, but I know that there's like a huge bomb that was dropped.
Oh, yeah.
I have to watch it tonight.
You haven't seen?
I know what it is. I know it's Brett and John.
Spoils things for herself.
Brett had a man.
I can't believe it. It's mind blowing. But that is like my dream job. So I love watching you on that because it's just so random but incredible.
Well, I do feel like there's a new generation of Kevin Frazier fans because Entertainment Tonight is a certain audience and Married at First Sight is a totally different audience.
Totally different audience.
And these youngins, they're coming out of the woodwork.
They do. And you know what? The show is so insane because could you imagine being married at first sight? I mean, just imagine like you meet somebody and it's on TV.
But
like you walk down the aisle and there's the dude.
The thing that is insane about Married at First Sight is it probably has the most successful rate of people staying together of any other dating show. They have like 50% of the couples stay together.
Yeah, the problem is that when they don't work out, it goes sideways so fast and so hard, and people lose their minds. And that's where it gets kind of like, you're like, no, just relax.
Well,
like this season from Houston, Gil, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, my God, I love him.
Watching him, watching the tears roll out of his eyes when his wife just disrespected him.
He deserves so much better. He deserves so much better. He's the only person I liked. Oh, so good.
Well, Kev, it was so fun to be in New York with you. We were the 23rd most watched television program of the month or whatever I think I saw online.
On Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving?
Is that what it was? We were 23rd on Thanksgiving?
I think it was the whole month.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not
that was the whole month? I thought it was at your time slot.
Oh, no. I wouldn't be celebrating it if... Hold on, let me look. I wouldn't be celebrating it. Oh, November 22nd to 28th for the week.
For the week.
Hey.
Not bad.
I'll take it. You're so lovely. I miss you every day. Thank you for coming on LadyGang. Follow Kevin Frazier at Kevin Frazier. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, ladies, I just got to tell you, watching what you have done is pretty amazing. Congratulations for all you have done. Honestly, it is. Having seen your first meeting, the first meeting you guys had, and now seeing this and what you have built, it is really inspiring. And so all the listeners out there, these women worked their asses off to build this. They really did. And it's cool to see them succeeding. And I love Kelty. You know it. I love you.
And my first memory of you was you really cheerleading us on in this, and everyone else was like, what the fuck are you doing? So we will never forget that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's true.
Thanks for having me on, y'all.
Finally. Okay.
Finally.
We will see you next Tuesday. Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.
Close to our heart is the belief that ladies give back and show up for others. Right now, there are over 300 million women and girls that live in period poverty across the world. And without period care, they often stop going to school and miss out on economic opportunities. So we're showing up for them. We've partnered with SALT Sustainable Period Care AB Corp with a 2% give back mission to donate period care and help fund initiatives in menstrual health. So each time you buy with Lady Gang at shop.theladygang.com, you're helping give girls in need planet-saving period care, so when their periods start, their education doesn't have to stop. Plus, go to salt.com/pages/LadyGang for your own period care and get 15% off with code LadyGang.